Hello, my friends. It's Rob here again with another episode of What CD Am I Listening To? And now, another Blu-ray. Yesterday, I reviewed night one of the MorseFest 2015 package, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about night two of the 2015 package. Now, first of all, you're saying, well, this isn't a CD. Well, no, that's true. This is the Blu-ray of the concert. I do have the CD, DVD package, so technically it's part of my CD collection, but this is part of my music collection, and this, of course, is MorseFest 2015, Neal Morse and band. And night two, the band started with a performance of the entire Sola Scriptura album, and it's killer. It's amazing. Now, if you know Neal Morse's Sola Scriptura album, you know that for the most part it's just one heavy rocking album with only 4 tracks: The Door, The Conflict, Heaven in My Heart, and Conclusion, all broken into different parts. The only song under 15 minutes is Heaven in My Heart. Otherwise, you start off with the 34-minute The Door, 27 minutes of The Conflict, and then 17 and a half for Conclusion. And this is a phenomenal performance. I do believe this was the first performance of the album in its entirety. Now, I know the overseas Neal Morse band did parts of the album, in fact most of the album, but they didn't do the whole thing. So this is the first time we've got Mike Portnoy and Randy George as part of the band, and also, of course, Eric Gillette and Bill Hubauer, who formed the Neal Morse band. And there's guests throughout, guest being horn section. Neal's son Will is in there. It's a phenomenal performance of this amazing concept album about why is his name blanking? The reformist Martin Luther and his rewriting of the Bible, I believe. And you know, I don't know everything about the religious history of Martin Luther. I do know that this is a fantastic album, and I do believe Martin Luther ended up came out that he ended up being kind of a bit of a racist guy, and so I think Neal found out after he did the album. Anyway, it's just a fantastic album. It's a good story, if you just forget about his dirtier past, I guess. Anyways, also in the night, we've got a very cool version of Waterfall with strings and whatnot, and it's really cool. And then Nick DiVirgilio of Spock's Beard shows up and does a fantastic drum performance on a version of At the End of the Day from the 5 album that just will knock your socks off. It's incredible. And then they segue into Wind at My Back. Mike Portnoy's back on drums, Nick is out front on the vocals, and it's so cool. And then they close off with a brief 16.5-minute version of The Whirlwind. And I say brief because you know that song is damn near 80 minutes, so here it's just condensed into about 16.5. But it's really cool. Phil Keaggy shows back up and performs on it. Nick DiVirgilio comes back out and performs, and it's just phenomenal. I can't say enough about the 2015 MorseFest set. If you don't have it and you like Neal Morse, or you like prog, or you like metal, definitely check it out. It's fantastic. Night one is great. Night two is fantastic. Just one of my very favorite pieces in my collection, and one that I revisit at least a couple times a year. It's quite a undertaking to visit it a couple times a year, because first of all, I have so many CDs. I have, if you count CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays, all of my music collection, well over 5,000 pieces in my collection. So I don't necessarily get back to every album multiple times a year. This one I do. So this is a fantastic set, great performances, great band, great musicians, and just fantastic progressive rock, progressive metal. Just great music. Anyway, until next time, doodles.